Welcome to your Around the Peninsula. I'm Specialist Tyler Ferris. Most letters won't leave the post office without a stamp, but these packages won't go anywhere without jet fuel. Senior Airman Destiny Chavez explains.
Airdrop missions bridge the gap between the air and ground. Today's airdrop Exercise Airborne Tomahawk brings even more together as bases and branches work as one for a single drop.
Right in the center of the DZ. What's unique about this is that this is the first joint exercise that we utilized Air Force, Marines, and Army personnel geographically dispersed all the way from Alaska, Hawaii, Korea, and Japan to utilize stocks located in Japan and to employ those air delivery stocks in an airborne operation here in the Korean theater.
Turning this airlift into an assembly line allows the supplies to be delivered and recovered faster, ensuring vital supplies are supporting both contingency and humanitarian operations.
The biggest thing is, especially here in the PACOM theater, we have numerous disasters that happen, whether it be tsunamis or earthquakes, flooding, or drought. We can run the entire gamut with disasters in this area. This operation, this exercise, displays a capability that we can rapidly employ support to any nation that requests support through proper channels, that we can effectively deliver stock, supplies, food and equipment to any nation that requests it in the event of a humanitarian assistance disaster relief operation.
So today the skies are clear, but if the clouds do roll in, the Pacific Command is ready to go at a moment's notice. Senior Airman Destiny Chavez, Gwanju Drop Zone, Korea.
Monsoon season starts in South Korea near the end of June and lasts until late July, followed by typhoon season. U.S. and ROK Army troops are always learning from each other, but this training is explosive. Army Sergeant Edwin Pierce has more.
These tools are everyday items for those who work in the dangerous and adrenaline-filled life of the explosive ordnance disposal.
Today we're doing a get-together with our Korean counterparts to build and foster an ongoing relationship for training opportunities in the future. The purpose of this today is to get a basic baseline capability of what each of us can do so that we can design training that'll be beneficial to both in the future.
And since the future can't be predicted, this shared training is crucial.
Jointness. Everything we do anywhere in the world, we're doing it with coalition partners. And any place that you're at and you have an opportunity to do any kind of training or learn anything from your coalition partners, it'll make it that much easier or that much better for you when you have to, work with them in actual combat.
Joint training is exactly what took place today. Both the U.S. and ROK EOD teams put together a demonstration to show the power and real threats of IEDs and the need for equipment to combat that threat.
The reason for the demonstration is because there are a lot of terror attacks that are carried out using bombs worldwide. Korea is just as vulnerable as any other country. So this is why we conduct training during peacetime, so we can continue to improve our EOD skills and abilities and be ready for these threats.
Reporting from a very loud range, I'm Army Sergeant Edwin Pierce.
Sergeant Major Smith went on to say that their goal is to have an event like this every year. In today's modern world, running isn't always the fastest way to get from point A to point B, but for one student at Osan Air Base, each stride is getting her closer to fulfilling a dream. Senior Airman Nancy Kasberg tells us more.
Noise grows from the sidelines as the athletes take their position on the start line. For many, today is just a fun day. But for 7th grader Sunhee Maxfield, the Osan Middle School Olympics is the beginning of a dream.
Participate in the actual Olympics, sprinting, running, dash, and actually, if I can, win a gold medal.
Her passion for running comes from the feeling she gets every time she runs.
I feel freedom. And in my head, what I think is just, I just feel uncaged. I've never liked being caged in one spot, and I've never liked being held within my limits. Running gives me a way to physically exert myself. That's why I love running.
Students could show off their skills in the 50 and 100-yard dash.
I love running. I love it. I would like to run every chance I get because I love the feeling of the wind. I love feeling like I can fly.
For now, Sunhee's strides are helping her place in the school's competition. But maybe someday, it'll take her to an Olympic arena. Senior Airman Nancy Kasberg, Osan Air Base, Korea.
More than 100 students participated in Osan Middle School's first Olympic competition. All the talented people on TV started out small. Army Sergeant Chris Garver takes a close look at one event on Camp Casey that showcases some budding talent for some youngsters.
More than 100 family members join in to cheer on local children at the Camp Casey movie theater as they show off their talents. 16 elementary and middle schoolers sing, dance, and play instruments at this yearly event, Casey's Got Talent.
My only king that singing, dancing with my father.
Singing the song, Dance with My Father, this performer says singing is a big part of her life.
I remember my real dad, he's in Philippines, so I kind of miss him. That's why.
Mariella is still somewhat new to the Camp Casey community, but singing is something she didn't leave behind.
I think she's into music so much. I encourage her because we always used to sing when she was a baby, like 4 years old, 3, something like that. We always sing together, karaoke.
Hearing and seeing talent isn't easy.
Mariella is a really beautiful girl inside and out. And the first time I heard her sing, I couldn't believe it because I think that she has a talent beyond her years. And even tonight when I was watching her sing the song, I really felt the words that she was singing. I thought she delivered it very well. So not only does she have a really nice voice, but she also, I could see her being an artist.
She always said that if you're gonna sing in the stage, just like be positive and enjoy.
Army Sergeant Chris Garver, Camp Casey, Korea.
This is the 3rd annual Casey's Got Talent. Lori Dana Ballesteros has been training for more than 1,000 hours for an event that lasts just 3 days. Senior Airman Nancy Kasberg was lucky enough to follow her on this particular journey.
Wow, I'm here.
It's the 2013 CrossFit Asia Regional Competition. Top athletes from around the Pacific journey to Seoul for the chance to claim the title as the best in Asia.
I told God, please, if you're anywhere, please be with me right now. I dreamt about it and I trained for it. There are times where I would doubt myself, saying, hey, I don't know if I trained enough to even make it through the open and be here. But now look, I'm here and look at it. I feel great,
dude. Feeling great after 100 pull-ups may sound crazy to some, but that's what sets her apart from the rest.
Oh my gosh, there's so many words. I can't even explain it. I am the 9th fittest female in all of Asia.
This may be her first time competing, but it won't be her last. Senior Airman Nancy Kasberg, KBS Sports World Stadium, Seoul, Korea.
4 7th Air Force Airmen competed in this year's CrossFit Asia Regionals competition. Selfless service is an Army value that all leaders should have. Katusa Corporal Minkyu Bay visits Camp Jackson to witness leaders reaching out to the community to show just that.
Students attending the Warrior Leader course on Camp Jackson are spending an evening with children from Seonjae Buddhist Orphanage. The WOC students and the children share a meal and build a bond.
So one of the things we did was we made sure to try to think about foods that we could offer that they wouldn't necessarily get access to back at the orphanage. And then we would try to think about taking into account the age of the kids from the orphanage. So we would try to pick sports that they would all be able to participate in.
After dinner, it's time for some friendly competition.
At first, I thought the U.S. soldiers wouldn't play with us that well because in Korea, grown-ups don't like to run around that much. But the U.S. soldiers were very friendly, and we had a fun time today.
It's reaching out to the community. As a member of the Army, we're trying to hold ourselves to a higher standard, and part of that is volunteering and selfless service. So this really embodies that the Army values selfless service.
Katusa Corporal Minkyu Bay, Camp Jackson, Korea.
This event is held once a month at each cycle of the Warrior Leader course. That was your Around the Peninsula for Thursday, June 20th. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.